Alright, Cancers, we're going to do this very quickly. This is a message from Spirit. Not a past, present, or near future, but apply it as you will. The storyline is going to be different for everybody. If you want a private reading, follow me and go ahead and hit that description box button so you can find out information. Follow me on Instagram, things like that. We're going to keep it pushing moving forward. I am going to be using the Rider Way transition into possibly, let's transition. Spellcaster's deck. One thing I do want to mention about this particular deck is that the only card missing is the star card, and that's because I used it so frequently that it disintegrated into thin air, literally. But on an energy level, I actually have the star card tattooed, and it is from this deck. Check it out. So on the basis of that, go ahead and live your wildest dreams, manifest your desires, ask and receive. Some of you may be star seeds. Cards want to talk, so let's talk about it. You know, a lot of the spiritual work I do here is from not just my experience, but from the countless readings I've done. I've been able to talk about some important things to people who may not hear it from another reader, and I think that's why I'm one of the best out there, because I don't just like reading your past, present, future like all the time. Like, it already happened, who cares? I know you might be going through something, but there's bigger things at play here, bigger things, bigger than you and I, and that's where this reading comes in. I'm not trying to push my ideologies or religious beliefs on anybody, but the fact of the matter is that there's certain tarot cards who have certain energies that need to be discussed, and we will be discussing them now. Again, take the reading as you will, apply it as you will. What I'm seeing here is the sacred energy of life and death card, whether you have lost someone who may have been some sort of role model to you. Again, this is going to be different for all of you. Or you're just experiencing, whether, you know, some may call it a dark night of the soul in the spiritual community. And the reality is that this is the difference between, or what I would say personally, me as a reader, the difference between the Empress energy and the Emperor energy. The Empress is more of a positive mindset of what could be, what we should have, our worth, and, like, you know, good quality and positive vibes and rainbows and love. And the Emperor is more of a realistic perspective and deals with the matter of what is rather than what could be, or what it should be, but rather taking the matter at hand. And the reality is death exists. Some people say it's not real. I mean, I get it, but there's enough historical evidence to show that we grieve as a species, we grieve our loved ones, people pass, people die, people are no longer here with us. Yes, whether their spirit continues or not, that's a whole nother story. But what I'm trying to say is that dark times do exist. We don't always feel happy 100% of the time. We start to realize where we fucked up, whether it's a purgatory energy and you're realizing how you've been disrespecting your sacred temple or disrespecting others. This is taking full accountability and connecting with, I would say, God, like a direct one-on-one. And going through this, whether pain, going through this loss, for some of you financial loss, some of you may be struggling, and the thing is, you're moving with a bitter taste in your mouth, and it's very reasonable because life is fucking heavy. The real world is real. War exists, people are dying, there's fucking kids starving right now, and the reality is that we can't let that lead us. God put you here, I would say, with a purpose. And, you know, if you want to get more biblical, this is holding that cross, really stepping up to the plate and being a leader, whether in your community, family, or just breaking those generational curses. And you'd be like, you know what, it ends with me. This sad way of thinking, feeling sorry for myself, victim mentality. You got to keep it pushing, moving forward, whether you're struggling or just things not playing out. Your emotions are whacked, feeling sad all the time, depressed. You're going through it, and I'm not dismissing that, but I'm showing you a full opportunity. Ace of Pentacles in reverse, you need to see this. I wouldn't say as a blessing, although the reality it is, you're exactly where you're meant to be, but see it as an opportunity. I'm getting like an empty hole it's room for stuff to come in. So clear that energy, cleanse. Maybe you do need a cleanse, a spiritual cleanse at that, a rebirth for others of you. But this is focusing on your divine energy, your divine, I would say, purpose at that. If you are, whether business oriented and you know you have a dream, or you know you're a leader and things like that. But learn from these past experiences, and don't leave with a salty taste in your mouth. Yeah, it may hurt. Yeah, there's no time period for proper grieving. Everyone grieves differently. So whether it's the loss of your old self, the loss of a job, or the loss of just your loved ones, like, time doesn't stop. So with that said, take your time to heal, but eventually the goal should be to come out of that dark place, go through the fire, and come out like gold. And use that, whether it's helping someone else, helping yourself, of course, first and foremost, so that you can live a good life the rest of your life. Even if you're going through bad things now, it doesn't mean it always has to be that way. And if you're going to be a negative Nancy, again, the negative Nancy comes from like the dark night of the soul energy, and seeing the reality that the world is sometimes shit, and not falling into the trap of falling to a victim, right? Some of us call each other gods and goddesses, like you have power, you have to bless everything you touch type of attitude. Don't go at it with well, this is not going to work out, and if it doesn't work out, then I should be pissed off. Like, reasonably so as being a human being, but as a human being, you also have the power to change your subconscious way of thinking and expect more positive, and understand that the universe or spirit and God is working for you, not against you. So whatever is falling out, whatever has happened has happened. It's divinely meant to be that way. And the reason I say it's bigger than us is because we don't always understand why things happen the way they do, but it's truly bigger than us. If you take a step back, there's a whole world, there's a whole planet, and it's not just you and it's not just me, but our presence and our actions are a significant difference. So I would advise you to step into your highest timeline and being the best version of yourself. And no one's perfect, but the thing is, you cannot stay in this death energy. And yeah, go through a rebirth, but you have to see the light. So whether it's doing shadow work with the moon, getting rid of people, places, and things, walking away, emotionally going through it, and it doesn't happen overnight. It can take months, years to release trauma, to break away from bad habits. But shit, think about where you could be 10 years from now, 20 years from now. It's an opportunity. So see it as an opportunity for growth, an opportunity for change, an opportunity to heal. And religiously, this is setting up the altar. This is understanding that there's a whole other side, spiritual side at that, more life. You have support. So if you feel blinded, if you feel like you have no guidance, no one looking out for you, you definitely have spirit looking out for you. You have support, friends, family, teachers, neighbors, angelic protection. So definitely angelic support here. Powerful stuff. Cosmic order. Growth. Number 5, change, adaptation. Nothing lasts forever. Be willing to take the punches and go. Cancer is usually like chariot energy, forward movement, Can't be looking at the past so much. Got 2, I'll give you the 2, a celebration, a wedding, a graduation, or birth announcement, the need to have more fun. Again, stepping away from these so-called dark energies. See it as shadow work, something positive, nothing is wrong with you, you're only human, things like that. So King of Earth, generous, professional, responsible, practical, a successful time, confidently accept opportunities you're offered, the Midas touch. Yours truly. You can donate to the channel, follow me on Instagram, subscribe, hit that like, support. You will have, yeah, that's it for your reading. Until next time, Cancers. Love you guys. Bye.